This episode of Little Busters had to be the saddest episode I have seen so far in the series, because the way they turned Kyousuke out, I thought was just a complete backstabbing son of a gun. I did not like a couple episodes back with that called game. Turned around and made him awesome in this episode. I mean, the way they did fluid, actual flashbacks in this episode of Little Busters Refrain was flawless. They did a great job. I mean, usually when you see flashbacks, that's usually filler to take up time slots of an anime's episode. But the way they managed to do flashbacks, it actually was very interesting, unique, and it was something I would love to see a lot more other flashbacks be able to do in the future of other different anime. Because getting to see from Kyousuke's point of view of what he thought, looking back at the entire situation of what has gone on through the entire series, was something truly unexpected. To find out that Kyousuke was struggling the entire freaking time of the entire series while he's forcing Riki and Rin into these terrible situations, it really manages to touch your heart. And this episode really, it actually had me on the verge of tears. I've heard a lot of people starting to say that the next episode is going to be even more tear-worthy. It's going to be a definite tear-jerker, whatever's going to happen next episode. I don't know exactly what will happen next episode, but I will tell you this right now. My body is ready for next episode because I cannot wait to get to see what is going to happen, especially with how, whatever Kyousuke was doing in this episode. Okay, the entire episode, I was trying to determine what the hell was going on. Okay, of course now we realize that Kyousuke was the one making the world. That is obvious. Okay, now you finally let us know on that. He is the one that kept repeating the times over and over in certain worlds. We got to find out that Kamari, actually, she had a bad end with Riki. So that's really weird right there. I love how they introduced like a bad end to the series, and at the same time they managed to like use it in flashbacks. Really unique. Now, I want to get on to the matter of Kyousuke about this episode. Really freaking emotional. Getting to see him just drag himself across the ground. And you hear that, just the terrible sound of the way he's dragging himself, like his limp body, and you hear just blood. It sounds awful, terrible. But the freaking visual effects and the way they emphasize on the atmosphere in the entire part is really sad. I mean, it makes me wonder what the hell was going on in that scene, but I think I have a good logical explanation of what was happening in that scene. Okay, a couple episodes back, maybe about 4 or 5 episodes ago, we were revealed that some students got in a bus accident, and a lot of them died and only 2 survived or whatever. So, is that what happens? Is that what Kyousuke is trying to prepare Riki and Rin for? I mean, think about this in a logical sense. Okay, the Kyousuke was dragging himself, blood dragging up behind him. And when he gets to this vehicle that's like sideways, looks like a bus, it says, "I'll block the gasoline." So he lays up his freaking butt, like back towards the underneath of the vehicle or the bus. So, Kyousuke is trying to prepare Riki and Rin for the inevitable death that is to come all to his friends. So that's really sad right there, and it just makes you wonder, are you telling me that Kyousuke, Kingo, Masato, and everybody freaking dies? Kamari, Kuragaya, that's really upsetting and depressing. It makes me so upset to know that these characters most likely are dead, and they're going to disappear at the freaking end of the series. That makes me so freaking sad. Now I can see why Kyousuke was trying to force Riki and Rin into their motivation to be able to grow up. And now I understand, and it really makes me see Kyousuke's point of view in a really good light now, and I can agree with him. Maybe his certain views, the way he was trying to go with it, wasn't as good as it should have been, but his heart was in it the entire time, and he really wanted what was best for Riki and Rin, and he didn't want to have to deal with, I'm guessing, probably suffering at the end of the series, where basically everybody dies. So I don't know exactly what is going to happen. I don't know if they're the ones that die, or is it Riki and Rin that die? I don't know. But since now we know Kyousuke is making the world over and over, and basically his powers were losing, and like he couldn't remake the world, he's losing his grasp on the actual fake world, I'm guessing that's how Kuragaya disappeared in episode 3, if I remember correctly. So right there, this episode has to be one of my favorites, just because the way they introduce a character from the point of hatred to the point of, man, he's a badass. Well, everybody, this is going to be the end of my anime review on Little Busters Refrain Episode 10. If you want to see any more anime reviews on this anime or any other anime or manga, please leave me a comment below this video. And everybody, if you enjoy my video content, please subscribe to my channel. It means so much to me. Chibi out.